Hey everybody. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to give you the backstory behind the first question on the exam you're about to do. So if you remember, we played with decks of cards in class a couple weeks ago. A few weeks ago, actually, depending on when you're watching this. And what it involved was shuffling a deck of cards. Here, I'll just do the first one for you here. So we shuffled them up. Oops, that was a terrible shuffle. I apologize. I'll make up for it right now. There we go. And we did two experiments. The first experiment was keep dealing cards out until you got a repeated suit. So here's the example of that. So there I just got a diamonds. There I got spades. There I got diamonds. So that took 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And I repeated diamonds. And then the idea was that you pick those cards up, put them back in the deck somewhere, shuffled again. And we had some fun discussions about, where you should put the cards back. But, you do some shuffles here. We do some riffles here. I do another split. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, and then we repeated the experiment again. So here's clubs, spades, hearts, clubs. Okay, so that took 4 cards that time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you pick the cards back up, put them back in the deck somewhere, shuffle them up, and repeat it. So what one of your classmates, a couple of your classmates actually, came up with another idea. They said, this is kind of weird. Why do we have to put them all the way back in the deck each time? For example, Sean, why don't we just do this? So here, let's do an experiment. Diamonds, there, done. Okay, that took 2. They said, just put those aside and keep dealing off the deck. Spades, diamonds, spades. So that took 3. Write down 3, put those off to the side. Clubs, hearts, spades, hearts. That took 4, put those off to the side, and just keep dealing off the deck. And their question was, why can't we just do it that way? And I said, I don't know. Do you think there'd be a difference in the results if you did it that way versus putting them back in the deck each time, shuffling and then redealing? And the question we came up with was, we're not really sure. So what we're going to do in this first problem is actually analyze both that experiment and the second experiment, which was, if you might remember this one, once we did the first experiment, we did how many cards do you have to deal until you see all the card suits. So here's an example of that one. Hearts, diamonds, spades, clubs. Actually, that was a quick one. That only took 4. We got hearts, we got diamonds, we got spades, we got clubs. So that would actually be done at 4. The way I wanted you to do the problem was then pick those cards back up, put them in the deck, and then reshuffle and deal it again. But these students again asked, why can't we just push those aside and then do the experiment again? Spades, hearts, clubs, spades, diamonds. There's all. That took 6 cards, but we got them all. Why can't we just do it this way? And again, my question is to you as it was to them. Do you think there's a difference if we don't put them in and keep dealing off the deck versus replacing them each time back into the deck, shuffling, and looking at the results that way? And that is what we're going to explore in this first problem on the exam. So I hope that made sense, and let's get to it.